morning, and welcome to Winnipeg. Yeah. Okay, so what's happening here now? Well, I was going to put the 77 on the deck here in places where I thought it had to go. And I thought, well, why don't I just find the pieces that we're going to be putting down here later anyway, and I haven't cleaned them up yet. I just nipped them off the sprues just 10 minutes ago. Why do I have to be so technical? Why do I always feel that if it was 11 minutes ago and I say 10 minutes ago, I'm going to feel that I've lied? Yeah, about 10 minutes ago I finished nipping these off. So, like, who cares, right? Okay, we'll zoom in and look at some of these parts here after I get them cleaned up, and we'll put them on the deck, and we'll be able to see where it is that there would be what you might call a bare steel deck, most likely, and not planking. And that's what we're going to want to paint the 77 on. I kind of want to do that today, because if this way of doing it works out, I'll do the other two pieces the same way. Now, what I did was I went ahead in the manual here, so that I could see, you know, what pieces I actually needed to drop down and where to find them on the sprue. Not that it was that hard. And I came to the conclusion that this module that we're going to be building, that's going to go on the center part of the ship, is probably going to be the most difficult part of the build. It is going to be a build all in its own, actually, before it gets actually dropped down on the main deck. Now, I know getting the main deck done and getting all the little parts on and the anchor chain and all that kind of stuff, yeah, it was a lot of work, but I think that by far the majority of the work and fun is ahead of me. Yeah, this center section, it's got a lot of stuff. A lot of railing, quite a bit of photo etch. Yeah, did you see that tiny little piece of photo etch that Peter sent a picture of? Wow! It's got to go on his Yamato. I was just noticing he had a ruler in the picture there, and it was in 0.5 millimeter increments. And it appeared to me, without, you know, cutting the maybe I'll do it just for the fun of it. I'll take the Peter's picture and I'll move it down and try and use that ruler to measure that part. But it's got to be only about 1 millimeter in length. I wonder where it went. I'm kind of curious. Peter, if you're watching, where did that go? I've got the Yamato manual online, so I can look it up. It'd be kind of fun. Anyway, let's get these parts cleaned up here and get ourselves moved in on this part, and drop some of these pieces down and just see how much of it is that is going to be covered and how much isn't. I wonder who's giving me a message now telling me how much they're enjoying these videos. Hey, you're starting to think pretty high and mighty of yourself, mate. I think I'm going to have to retake this. No, you're not going to believe this. That's the message that just came through. He must have read my mind. He must have heard me. Okay, we got our pieces all cleaned up here. And the only piece that I've actually tried on is this one right here. And that was before I even got the sprue cleaned off of it. This obviously goes here, but let's not put it on now because it might be in the way to place some of these others here that I'm not 100% sure how they go. So let's just check our manual over here. I'll be checking the manual. You won't be able to see it because I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. Okay, I'll make it a little clearer for you. Okay, so this piece we know goes here. And it has to go this way. That fits nice. Now this one here, surprisingly, does not go this way. It actually goes this way, and I don't think it matters which way it goes. It's what's that called? Asymmetrical or something? Okay, it can go either way. Now, along here has to go one of these pieces, I believe. And I think that it might be this one right here. I think this is the way it goes. And it's going to just sort of plug in. Sorry, I'm going to be getting my hands in your way here, but I've got to... Nope, that's not right. It's not that one. It must be this one here. The reason being, let's get this out of the way. The reason being is because the slots are different. Now that fooled me. I honestly thought it went the other way. Okay, it goes that way. So you can see that it covers up a little bit of where I've got the decked hand plugged in. Oh, you know what? I did not find the piece that goes in there, right there. Okay, now, one of these pieces here. Okay, I'm just going to have to maybe cut out the nonsense here later. In fact, I'm just going to push stop here for a moment. Okay, I finally got it figured out here. I think it's this one right here. This plugs in right there. And it appears that this will have to be glued onto the side. These parts fit together really nice. They almost don't need any glue. Okay, now, this is going to be a little bit more complicated, I think. Yeah, it involves one of these and one of these. So I guess we can get and one of these. Now these two pieces are the only two pieces that were the same number. They're the exact same piece. So it doesn't matter which one we take. But we are going to have to get the right one of the other four. Okay, let's just get this other stuff out of the way here so I don't break something. And I'll just recompose just a little bit here. Okay, I got curious as to what is it that goes here and here. And it was J43s. And I think they go this way. And they go one way or the other. I could be wrong, but I don't think those are storage lockers. I think they might be vents. But once again, I'm not sure. Just let me check the manual, see if I've got that right. Yeah, I was right. These pieces face in this direction here. I guess if you could call it facing. Now, for right here, we need this piece here, and I've already checked. I know that it plugs into this hole, and it actually faces this way, and the other one faces the other way. And it is necessary to... Now, which one of these two do I need here? Just a moment. I gotta push pause again. I should have figured this out earlier. Now, it might be a little bit hard to see here, but the tabs on these are pretty much dead center. And these could go either way and still be facing out this way with the detail, but the doors could be on the wrong side. I've just checked the manual, and this is the correct one for this side because the doors have to go next to this part of the superstructure. So it's going to go something like this. Yeah, these parts are fitting together really nice. And by the way, this is the very first time I'm doing this. So now of these two pieces, this is the one we need. And it's maybe not going to want to stay there by itself because it has to be glued onto the side. But it's going to be fitting in something like this. Oh, it's going to stay there. Nice. Okay. See? Okay. Now, the last piece we're going to bother with is this one right here. And, oh, by the way, I used the extra thin quick setting when I glued this thing together. I didn't put all of it together. There's more stuff that has to go, you know, get plugged into the sides and what have you. But I just wanted to get the main body of it done so that it will show us how much is it going to cover. Whoops. Do I really need to have this on there? The idea is just to see you know, how much deck is going to be exposed. Now, do I have that all the way down? Yeah. Yeah, that's seated really nice. Okay, let's take a look here now and see how much deck is going to be exposed. Well, it's actually quite a bit. But, you know, at least I know now that when I paint the areas black, like that are underneath these parts, not black, but 77, part of the 77 is going to actually be showing. And that's what I was kind of wondering about. I was pretty sure I knew what was going to happen, but I just wanted to actually see it. Okay, we have the side without all the parts. And with all the parts. Now, places like right here, I probably don't need to paint the entire area, but some of these smaller ones, in fact all of the smaller ones I will. And it'll be really interesting to see if I can keep from going up onto the deck tan. We'll put the macro lens on for that. Okay, that was fun. Okay, I was noticing that we've got another place where it looks like something is supposed to go, and that's right there where the point is touching right now. And what I did was I paged ahead and finally came to a place where I noticed that the drawing changed and there was something covering this up, and it's this piece of photo etch right here. And I don't think we're going to be able to actually see the planking on the inside there unless we get right up and look through these little open doors here. And as near as I can tell, it stays like that. There is going to be something on the top here. I believe it's some sort of a platform. I can't remember now. Anyway, I just was curious. Very gently now, very gently. Alright, we'll just keep this for, well, I'm guessing a couple of weeks from now, maybe we'll need these again. Put them in a nice safe place. Now, for 77, let's recompose here. Okay, I have just edited out everything that you have seen up until right now. And I came back to the model table here a few minutes ago and I was kind of getting ready to paint our 77. And I was thinking, you know what, this could take me a little longer than I think, and I want to be able to take my time and don't feel rushed about it. So I think I'm going to leave it until the next episode. Also, I think it might be a good idea to dig out those pieces. If you remember, there was a couple of pieces that go in, and there was decking that was showing, and the decking was obviously not painted on these parts here. Well, there's one right there, actually. So I think maybe I'll just deck tan those and with a brush, and yeah, see if we can get the panel line accent color to sort of match up somehow. I'll just brush everything. I'll brush the clear coat as well. So thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll be seeing you in the next episode, which will probably be an extra. I'll probably do that this evening, so you'll see it tomorrow morning. Oh, speaking of the extra, I don't know what happened. I checked about an hour ago. It was still not in 8K. YouTube is giving me problems again. I know I'm doing everything as I normally do, and they were doing really good there for a while. But anyway, most people don't care. You still get to watch it in 4K, which, believe me, is not too shabby. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next episode.